Part 1. The Beginning. How your mind shapes your reality. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever own. It can build your world or quietly destroy it. It can make you a prisoner of your fears or the architect of your freedom. Most people live their entire lives reacting to their thoughts, never realizing that they have the power to shape them. If you can master your mind, you can master your emotions, your habits, your relationships, even your destiny. Because everything you do, everything you feel, everything you believe starts in one place: your mindset. This audiobook, Master Your Mind, 10 Powerful Habits to Rewire Your Thinking, is about reclaiming that power and training your mind to serve you, not sabotage you. 1. Habit. 1. Observe your thoughts without judgment. The first step to mastering your mind is awareness. Most people believe every thought that crosses their mind. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. I can't change. These thoughts are not truth. They are habits. And the moment you start observing them instead of believing them, you take your power back. Try this. Next time a negative thought appears, don't fight it. Just notice it. Say to yourself, interesting. I'm having a thought that I'm not good enough. The moment you observe your thoughts, you create space between you and them. And in that space lies freedom. Your thoughts are not facts. They're simply mental events. And once you see them clearly, they begin to lose their power over you. 2. Habit. 2. Reprogram your inner voice. Your self-talk shapes your self-image. If your inner dialogue is full of criticism and doubt, you'll unconsciously live in a state of limitation. The mind listens to what you repeatedly tell it. If you constantly feed it fear and negativity, it will create more of it in your reality. But the reverse is also true. If you feed your mind belief, love, and possibility, it will start working for you, not against you. Start replacing mental criticism with calm correction. Don't say, I'm terrible at this. Say, I'm learning how to get better at this. It's a small shift, but it rewires your subconscious to focus on growth, not failure. The words you use internally become the limits or the liberation of your life. 3. Habit. 3. Focus on what you can control. One of the fastest ways to drain your mental energy is to obsess over things outside your control. Other people's opinions, outcomes, or the past. Your peace begins the moment you accept this truth. I cannot control everything, but I can control how I respond. Focus on your circle of influence, your actions, your attitude, your habits. You can't control the weather, but you can control whether you bring an umbrella. You can't control what others say, but you can control what you choose to believe. Every time you focus on what you can control, you build mental strength. You move from victim to creator. And that shift is how you begin mastering your mind. 4. Habit. 4. Practice mental minimalism. Your mind becomes what you feed it. If you constantly consume noise, social media, news, gossip, you overload your mental system. You can't expect clarity from a cluttered mind. Mental minimalism is about reducing what doesn't serve your peace. It's choosing silence over noise, focus over distraction, depth over quantity. Try spending an hour a day in digital silence. No screens, no noise. Just your thoughts and a notebook. You'll start noticing patterns in your thinking, and you'll finally hear your own voice again, not the world's. 5. Habit. 5. Train your mind to find the lesson. When something goes wrong, most people ask, why is this happening to me? Masters of the mind ask, what is this teaching me? Every setback contains a seed of wisdom, but only if you're calm enough to see it. Life isn't about avoiding problems. It's about evolving through them. The strongest minds don't resist reality. They learn from it. When you adopt a learning mindset, pain stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like preparation. So next time something doesn't go your way, pause and ask, What is this experience trying to teach me about myself? That single question can transform frustration into growth and fear into focus. 6. Habit. 6. Visualize the mind you want to have. Your brain is wired to respond to imagery. Every time you imagine something vividly, your subconscious believes it's real. That's why athletes visualize winning. That's why confident people visualize success before it happens. When you consistently visualize yourself calm, focused, and in control, your brain begins creating that state automatically. Visualization is not daydreaming. It's programming. Here's a simple daily practice. Before you start your day, close your eyes and imagine your ideal mindset. See yourself responding calmly, speaking confidently, and handling challenges with grace. You'll notice that during the day, your actions begin to align with that image. That's how powerful your mind truly is. 7. Habit 7. Feed your mind with quality inputs. Your mind is like soil. It grows whatever you plant. If you fill it with negativity, it produces fear. If you fill it with positivity, it produces peace. Guard what you allow in. The books you read, the people you spend time with, the content you consume, they all shape the landscape of your thoughts. Ask yourself daily, is this helping me grow or keeping me stuck? If it doesn't elevate you, eliminate it, because your mind can't bloom in a toxic environment. 8. Habit. 8. Make stillness a daily ritual. In a world that glorifies constant motion, stillness is a superpower. When you give your mind space to rest, it resets itself. Meditation, nature walks, journaling, they aren't luxuries. They're maintenance for your mental health. Stillness doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing one thing completely: breathing, being, noticing. As the ancient Stoics said, if you want to control your mind, sit quietly and watch it. In that quiet, you'll discover that peace was never missing. You were just too distracted to feel it. 9. Habit. 9. Build mental resilience through discomfort. Your mind grows stronger every time you choose challenge over comfort. Discomfort is not the enemy. It's the gym for your brain. When you do hard things, wake up early, face fears, delay gratification, you send your brain a message: I'm in control, not my emotions. Each act of discipline rewires your mental circuitry. You start craving growth instead of comfort. You begin to trust yourself again. And that's how confidence is built. Not through success, but through self-trust. 10. Habit. 10. Practice gratitude, the ultimate mental reset. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel better, it changes how your brain works. When you focus on what's missing, your brain scans for problems. When you focus on what's working, your brain scans for blessings. Gratitude shifts your mental frequency from lack to abundance. Try this every night before sleep. Name 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. You'll start sleeping better, worrying less, and seeing beauty in places you used to overlook, because a grateful mind cannot be a fearful mind. Conclusion of Part 1. Your mind is the lens through which you experience life. Clean the lens, and the world changes. These 10 habits are not quick fixes. They are daily practices that rewire your thinking over time. Master your mind, and you'll master your emotions. Master your emotions, and you'll master your world. Because the most powerful thing you'll ever learn is this: you don't have to believe everything you think. Final part. Living with a rewired mind. How to stay centered, focused, and free. You've learned the 10 powerful habits to rewire your thinking. But true mastery isn't in learning them once. It's in living them every day. Because mental mastery isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. It's the way you breathe, think, respond, and grow. The goal isn't to control every thought. It's to no longer let your thoughts control you. So let's bring it all together. How to live as someone who has truly mastered their mind. 1. The power of awareness. Your mind is the observer, not the storm. The more aware you become of your thoughts, the less power they have over you. You start realizing that thoughts are just clouds passing through the sky of your mind. Some are dark, some light. But none of them define the sky itself. That sky, the awareness behind your thoughts, is who you truly are. Every time a negative or anxious thought appears, you have two choices. You can enter the storm, or you can watch it pass. Mental mastery begins when you say, "I am not my thoughts. I am the one who sees them." This simple awareness dissolves mental chaos faster than any self-help trick ever will. 2. The secret to consistency: discipline over motivation. Most people rely on motivation to grow, but motivation fades. Discipline doesn't. You won't always feel like meditating, journaling, or thinking positively. And that's okay. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to show up. When you act with discipline, even on bad days, you're rewiring your subconscious to choose progress over procrastination. Your brain learns through repetition. So every time you choose the habit over the excuse, you strengthen the neural pathway that leads to success. Consistency isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. The small things you do daily shape the way you think permanently. 3. Emotional mastery. Learn to respond, not react. A mastered mind doesn't mean you never feel emotions. It means emotions no longer control you. When anger rises, you breathe. When fear whispers, you listen, but don't obey. When sadness comes, you let it visit, but not move in. Reacting is instinct. Responding is intelligence. Emotional mastery comes from space, that small pause between stimulus and response. In that pause lies your power, your peace, and your freedom. Every time you pause before reacting, you're proving to your mind that you are in charge, not your impulses. 4. The environment of growth. Protect your mind, like a garden. Your mind is fertile ground. Whatever you plant will grow, whether it's weeds or wisdom. If you want a powerful mindset, you need to protect your mental space like it's sacred. Limit your exposure to negativity, to drama, to people who drain your energy instead of inspiring it. Surround yourself with growth, books, conversations, habits, people. Because your mind absorbs whatever it's around. You can't expect peace if you live in chaos. You can't expect growth if you keep watering old fears. Every day ask yourself, is this feeding my mind or depleting it? The answer to that question determines your future. 5. The practice of reflection. How to strengthen self-awareness. Every strong mind has one common ritual: reflection. At the end of the day, they pause to look within. They ask, what went well? What did I learn? What can I do better tomorrow? Reflection turns experiences into wisdom. It turns mistakes into lessons. It transforms noise into clarity. You don't need hours. Even 10 quiet minutes can change your perspective. The most important conversations you'll ever have are the ones you have with yourself. 6. Gratitude as a mindset. Peace in the present. Gratitude isn't just a morning ritual. It's a worldview. It trains your mind to focus on what's right instead of what's wrong. You can't be truly anxious and grateful at the same time. They're opposite mental states. When life feels chaotic, pause and list 3 things that are still working. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your breath. Maybe it's simply the fact that you get another chance today. Gratitude grounds you in the present. It reminds your mind that abundance already exists, right here, right now. 7. The role of self-compassion. Be on your own team. A rewired mind isn't just powerful. It's kind. You can't bully yourself into growth. You can't hate yourself into healing. True transformation begins when you stop treating yourself like an enemy and start treating yourself like someone worth taking care of. Talk to yourself the way you would to a dear friend, with honesty, but also with compassion. When you fall short, instead of saying, "I failed," say, "I learned." When you struggle, instead of saying, "I'm weak," say, "I'm growing stronger." Self-love is not indulgence, it's maintenance for your mind. 8. The present moment, the home of the mastered mind.
You can't master your mind if you're always living in the past or the future. Peace lives only in one place, the now. The mind loves to wander, replaying old regrets or predicting new fears, but you can train it to come home. When you eat, eat. When you walk, walk. When you listen, truly listen. Each time you return to the present, you're taming the wildness of your mind. You're teaching it that this moment, not yesterday, not tomorrow, is all that's real. And in that awareness, everything slows down, your thoughts quiet, and life feels lighter. 9. The long game, growth over perfection. There's no finish line in mastering your mind, there's only growth. Some days you'll feel unstoppable, other days, your old patterns will creep back. That's normal. The goal is not to eliminate negative thoughts, it's to stop being controlled by them. Progress isn't linear. It's a spiral. You'll revisit lessons again and again, but each time from a higher level of awareness. Be patient, be gentle, keep showing up. That's how rewiring works, not in one day, but every day. 10. The mind of a master, calm, clear, and centered. A mastered mind doesn't chase, it attracts. It doesn't force, it flows. It doesn't react, it reflects. You become grounded, peaceful, and unshakable. Will rise or fall based on one thing: how well you manage your mind. When you learn to control your focus, you control your energy. When you control your energy, you control your future. Your outer world is simply a reflection of your inner one. Change your thoughts, and you change your life. So every morning, before the day begins, remind yourself, I am the master of my mind. My thoughts serve me. My habits build me, my peace protects me. You don't need a new life, you just need a new way of thinking, and once you master that, there's nothing you can't create, nothing you can't overcome, nothing you can't become, because when you master your mind, you master your world. Person in lotus position.